The silence that echoes you asked, and heard nothing back. The room stayed still, as if your voice dissolved into the walls. You whispered through tears, but the sky didn't shift. You waited, but nothing moved. You wondered if you were the only one listening, and still there was no reply. Your heart beat louder than heaven, like a hollow drum echoing into nothing. You replayed every word, thinking maybe I missed something. Maybe I said too much. Maybe not enough. Was it too quiet? Too broken? Too small? You tried again, this time slower, softer. But the silence stretched, still. Silence. Like a canyon that only echoes your ache. Each day, the quiet grew louder. You started to feel like silence meant absence. That maybe love left when the answers did. You whispered, "Are you still there?" But the walls didn't answer. You listened so hard you forgot how to breathe. The waiting turned into doubting. The doubting turned into fear. Your soul felt unseen, unheld, unspoken to, and yet you kept breathing there. You stayed in the quiet, hoping something would hold you back. Even when nothing was said, your heart kept waiting, still asking, still open, still aching. Because somehow, you believed silence could still hold love. You believed absence might still be presence. You believed that maybe, God doesn't need words to stay. You believed that even silence could be sacred. The room is dim now. Soft shadows stretch across the floor. The light doesn't chase you. It rests beside you. Your blanket holds a bit of warmth, not much, just enough. Enough to feel remembered. Outside, the world is hushed. Even the wind seems to tiptoe. No sirens, no voices, just the slow hum of night. Your breathing finds a slower rhythm. In and out, like waves brushing soft sand. A small hum in your chest, quiet but alive. Not rushing, not forcing, just being. The bed cradles you gently, like arms that don't ask questions. It doesn't care if you cried. It only holds. A faint scent of night air, cool, clean, almost sacred. The smell of something honest. The silence now feels different, less empty, more like space to breathe, like an invitation, not a punishment. Your shoulders slowly loosen, as if they too were waiting for permission. Permission to drop the weight, to stop being strong. There's no pressure here, no need to perform, no need to understand, no need to explain your sadness. Only this moment, only this breath, only this stillness that doesn't demand anything. The kind of quiet that begins to feel kind, the kind of dark that doesn't scare you, a stillness where your body remembers how to rest, how to exist without fixing. A quiet so full it starts to sound like presence, like something holy, something near. You close your eyes, not to escape, but to return to something deep within. A softness settles in your chest. A whisper, maybe. Not from outside, but from somewhere deeper. And you realize this silence isn't empty. It's full of things you can't name. Like comfort, like nearness, like being seen without being watched. Let it all soften now. The thoughts, the ache, the questions. Let the storm settle. It'll let the doubts dissolve. You don't need to hold anything. You're not being tested. You're being held. Let your breath be slow. Let your hands stay still. You've reached the edge, and you're safe. Nothing to fix. Nothing to prove. Only your heart beating quietly. Only this breath, steady, safe. Only this warmth that doesn't ask for words. Even in the silence, you are not abandoned. Even in the stillness, you're not forgotten. God is not louder than your pain. He's quieter than your fear, gentler than your doubt. He sits with you in the silence that echoes, not to explain, not to correct, just to stay, just to hold. So tonight, rest. Close your eyes like a child again. Fall into the dark as if it were arms. And if you want, you can whisper, God, stay with me. And even if you say nothing, he stays anyway. He always has. He always will. And maybe tomorrow there will still be silence, but you won't be alone in it. Amen.